All right, so let's start with the big story that we are tracking on WION this hour. And this, of course, is coming from Sudan, where tens of thousands of people have taken to the streets in Khartoum, the capital of Sudan, in the largest pro-democracy protest since the military seized control earlier this week. At least 3 protesters, according to reports, have been killed and dozens of others have been injured as security forces opened fire in several locations. The Sudan security forces have fired live rounds and also tear-gassed the pro-democracy protesters. The police, for their part, have denied using live ammunition. The shootings have happened despite repeated appeals by the West to Sudan's new military rulers to show restraint and also to allow for peaceful protests. And demonstrators in Khartoum were seen marching with the Sudanese flags and chanting "No to military rule" and "Revolution, revolution." The protesters also took to the streets in cities in central and eastern and northern part of Sudan. They're calling for the immediate resignation of Sudan's top military general, Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, and also the reinstatement of the ousted Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok. Now, more than 13 protesters have been killed and at least 140 others have been injured in clashes with security forces this week. Authorities have cut off internet and other communications and have also imposed restrictions on the movement of people. General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan has claimed that the transition to democracy will continue despite the military's takeover. He's also said that he'll install a new government pretty soon. Until the 25th of October, on the day that the coup happened, the military and the civilian leaders had been in an uneasy power-sharing deal since Omar al-Bashir had been overthrown back in 2019. Now, al-Bashir, who had run Sudan for nearly about 3 decades, was deposed by the army and also due to popular protests in April 2019 after months of protests against his rule. And since then, the country had been ruled by an uneasy alliance between the military and the civilian leaders. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.